Justin says, hey Brad, I made approximately 50 videos and launched them on my branded network with supporting IFTTT networks. I've been monitoring them for about a month now. Some were doing really well, some were doing so-so, and others were just not ranking anywhere near the first or second page of Google. A few days ago, I noticed that every single video has now fallen out of the top 100. I was gearing up to start monetizing them. I put months of work into them. I'm really bummed. I don't know what to do. What if they never come back? What do I do in the meantime? As time is of the essence, I haven't made a single dime yet. Thanks, Brad. Okay, so P.S. I have not yet started backlinking or boosting anything. These are straight vanilla. I took the videos, streamed them to my branded network, and then it took me weeks to silo every single video. They were fluctuating, but most videos were in the top 100. Now 95% of the videos are nowhere to be found. It's like it happened overnight, which is leading me to believe that there is an issue on my end. Proranktracker isn't even tracking them properly, as I've been looking at the ones that are ranking, and they aren't even there. I can't find them doing a Google search. Really weird. How do I start working on contacting prospects when I don't even have any videos and I'm able to locate using Ranktracker? Hope this has this ever happened to you before? Please detail the best course of action at this point in time. Thanks so much. All right, well, here's a couple things, Justin. Number one is welcome to the world of SEO. You know, that's part of the process. I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying that because, you know, that's what happens sometimes, man. I mean, sometimes you work on stuff and then you end up losing the asset, and it sucks. It really sucks. It happens to all of us. Anybody that's been doing SEO for any period of time has had it happen before, and it's probably going to happen again. You know, we try to limit or mitigate. We try to reduce the risk of that happening as much as possible, but it's unavoidable 100% of the time. In other words, there's always going to be times where you're going to lose assets, and it sucks. So my first point of advice that I would make to you, and this is something that I learned over time, is to not put all your eggs in one basket. And I say that all the time on these guys, but what I mean by that is, instead of putting, I understand you created 50 videos and it's across a network, you know, or a couple networks, whatever it is that you've got, and you put all of your work into that. You even mentioned it in your comment that you've been working on those for months. And I get that, and I understand that, because you want to, you know, that's really dialing in and focusing. What I want to suggest, number one, is that you always are building new assets constantly while you're waiting to get some of them to rank. So for example, once you've created digital assets, whether it's a YouTube channel with several videos, or a website that you're going to use for local lead gen that you're trying to rank in maps or organically, whatever, doesn't matter what it is. Once you've created that asset, it's going to take time for you to get them to rank. Time and consistent effort for you to get them to rank, right? Again, it doesn't matter whether it's videos, websites, or whatever. But instead of, once it's built, focusing all your energy on just getting that digital asset to rank, you should also always be continuing to build more assets, because this is going to happen from time to time. And the problem with building an asset and then putting all of your attention into ranking that asset is, if this happens, you're stuck. You're left with nothing, right? You've lost it all. And that's apparently what happened to you, Justin. And I can tell you from personal experience that I did the same thing. When I first got in the SEO, I built 2 local lead gen sites. One was in the locksmith industry, the other one was the carpet cleaning industry. And I built those 2 sites. They were awful. God, looking back, they were terrible. But it's all I knew how to do. And I spent 6 months trying to rank those 2 sites. And I ended up ranking the carpet cleaning site in Alexandria, Virginia, #1. But it took me 6 freaking months to do it. And yay, I was super excited, right? But I only had one asset that was monetizable at that point. And then so later on, when I started to get better at doing it and I was able to repeat the results, I still made the same mistake. I would build like 2 or 3 tree service sites once I got into the tree service industry, which is a hell of a lot more lucrative than carpet cleaning, I'll tell you that. But once I got into the tree service industry for generating leads for that, I would build 2 to 3 tree service sites, and then I would focus all of my attention on ranking those sites. And sometimes it would take me a month, sometimes it would take me 90 days, sometimes it would take me more. But what I should have been doing was building more and more sites at all times. I should have been building 3 or 4 sites per month, is what I should have been doing every single month, month in and month out, because some of those assets would rank quickly with little work, while others would take a long time to rank with a lot more work. But then I had multiple little streams of revenue coming in from various sources. while I was working on the the digital assets that were taking longer to rank, if that made sense. So, and if in the event anything were to get slapped or penalized or de-indexed, which again, when I first got started, that happened to me a lot because I was always testing the limits. It wasn't so catastrophic because I had other assets that were producing revenue or close to producing revenue. So my first suggestion to you would be that, even though I understand you put a lot of work into that, and that sucks, dude, there's no doubt, and I completely sympathize with you. But at the same time, you should constantly be building new assets at all times so that this doesn't happen again. So that's number one. Before I move on, does any one of you guys want to comment on that?
I just wanted to add something real quick, Bradley, to what you say, which I think it's super accurate. There's something that I really like about, for example, Terry Kyle, that he will say, if, in order to be efficient as an SEO, you need to be putting out as many properties as possible, because right off the bat, you do not know what's going to rank and what's not.
That's right.
And that's true, and that happens to everything. It happens to videos. It even happens to pages from within the same website. Some pages, they will rank and some others don't, and some pages will rank for the wrong keywords. But the point here is that you become a much more efficient SEO when you start focusing on the winners. That is, when a page, a video, or a website is ranking on page 2 or page 3 for a term, even before you started, optimizing it, you have a winner. Some videos will rank like instantly, and some others won't. There's some randomness into that, which I think it makes a lot of sense. So, at some point you live and you learn, Justin. So it is what it is. But it's better to be efficient with your time and keep cranking out those websites and double down on the winners.
Yeah. And the other part of that I want to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marco.
If I can stop you for a second.
Sure.
I'm looking at this, and I'm going to say that all isn't lost, man, because he said he did have some ranking near
They'll probably
first,
come back.
Yeah, near first and second page. But even if they don't, he has really good intelligence on what's ranking and what won't. And so all he has to do is take these videos, make these unlisted on these channel, create 2 new channels, divide up the videos, re-upload them. I'm not sure the speed of upload. That might have hurt him. I don't know how quickly he uploaded the 50 videos. I hope it wasn't all at once, because that might have had something to do with it. But if his branded network and the supporting IFTTT networks are still good, and he should check them and see, then all he has to do is rerun the videos in new channels for whatever was ranking, and just add supporting videos in that vertical, so that he sticks that first page ranking, and from that second page to first page. So that's it may seem like all is lost right now, Justin, and I can understand that it happens to all of us. I've lost websites. I've lost. Hernan knows I had one that was cranking out, making me some really decent money, and then Google went in and said, "No, you can't do that." And then all of a sudden you go to zero, right? You're not making any money from it.
Yeah.
But everything isn't lost, because you learn a lot from this. You learn what ranks. You learn what doesn't. You also learn what not to do. And so now what you need to do is, you have the videos, you've already produced them, unlist them, push them into another network. If you want to build another IFTTT tiered network, which this is video and it's perfectly good, do that. Go into Video Powerhouse and push the videos. There's tons of things that you can do with the information that you have. So yeah. It may seem like all is lost and you're depressed and whatever, but you have a lot of good information that you can use, man.
That's true. And to kind of piggyback on what you just said, Marco, because I totally agree, is you should already have some data about the keywords that were ranking, which videos were ranking. So you've, just like Marco said, you've identified through this process at least the target out of your 50 keywords. You know which ones were performing the best. So those would be the ones that I would duplicate and upload to a new channel first, because those are the ones that are going to get you the results the quickest. Okay. Also, like Marco said, you could just create a new channel, and you could go actually connect the new channel to your existing IFTTT networks and just use the same network. So you don't even have to build new networks. And just like Marco said, unlist the videos on the channel that are not your original channel. Here's the thing. you've already syndicated those videos to your networks from the original channel, of which, for whatever reason, right now your videos aren't ranking. And again, I suspect that they may end up coming back, but if they don't, the point is you've already syndicated those, so you've already got those embeds from those videos already out across the web, across multiple properties, multiple networks. So there's juice flowing into those flowing into that channel. Even if those videos aren't ranking, if you unlist those videos and then drop links in the description of the unlisted videos to the new videos that you upload to the new channel, you can use the same videos too. You don't have to recreate the videos. Just use the same videos. Just upload them to a new channel. Then point from the existing or the old channel with a link in the description to the new video. Even though it's unlisted, it just means it won't show up in the index anymore. But it will still push juice. And so you've already got some assets out there on the web that, even though they might not be indexed or ranking, doesn't mean that you can't utilize them and help you to rank the new videos that you're going to publish to a new channel. Okay? And lastly, what I want to say about that is, I wouldn't wait. You tell in this first paragraph here, and again, Justin, these are all the types of mistakes that I made as a newbie or as a, early in my career, I should say. And so, don't feel bad. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. But with you're talking about how you did 50 videos and you worked on them for months and all of this, and then you say down here, how do I start contacting prospects when I don't have any videos I'm able to locate? So my point is, why would you go after 50 videos? And I'm saying this like to everybody in general. Why would you go after 50 keywords and 50 videos and try to and work on all of that for months before ever trying to contact a prospect? My point is why not work on 5 videos maybe? And as soon as you get some results, start contacting prospects so that you can start bringing revenue in. Because just like you said right here, as time is of the essence, as I haven't made a single dime yet. And for months you've been working on this and you hadn't made a dime. Don't wait until you have 50 videos that are perfect and that are ranking before contacting prospects. Rank 5 videos. Out of the 50, you said some of them were ranking. Those you should have immediately started contacting prospects on and trying to sell that service or rent them or whatever, however you were monetizing those videos. You should have done that so that you can immediately start generating some revenue that then you can reinvest back into building your infrastructure further. So my point is if you wait till everything's perfect, you may never make any money. And it's better just to start monetizing what is working for you as quickly as possible so you can start generating revenue and then reinvesting that back in your business as far as additional training, outsourcing services, maybe some tools, whatever it is. And I'm not talking about shiny object syndrome. I'm talking about useful stuff for your business. Okay? So the best course of action, I think we outlined a couple good ones for you, man. That would be, you could use the same networks. What I would do is just go ahead and create a couple new channels. And again, spread it out. Don't put it all on one channel. Build a couple channels if you need to. Tie them into your existing networks. That's fine. You can have more than one channel syndicate to a single network, guys. You can do that. So if you wanted to, you could do that. Okay, if you're especially since you say time is of the essence, I would try as my quickest and hardest to get the videos that I already knew were ranking back out on the web as quickly as possible from new channels and see if that helps. And then just go unlist the original channel, but put a link in the description to the new video, and that way you can push some of that existing juice that's flowing into that channel from the embeds and the syndication over to the new video, and you should get even better results even faster, if that makes sense. All right. That was a great question, Joe. Justin, I'm sorry that happened to you.